Finally tonight in our Carolina Has Heart series, we are highlighting people doing good in our community. And since October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we are recognizing an incredible woman who has dedicated her life to giving back to victims, and she's a survivor herself.
When you see Hannah Kay's smile, you'd never know what she's been through. A victim of domestic violence.
I made it look like that perfect life, but what was going on behind closed doors was not so perfect. One of my neighbors across the street from me said, "I slowly noticed your house going from light to dark."
Hannah Kay said she never wanted to consider herself a victim of domestic violence.
Until Super Bowl Sunday 2014, and that was the worst night.
She says her life changed forever.
He hit me really hard in the head multiple times. I blacked out. My doctor said, had the hit been slightly harder or to the right, that I could have ended up in a coma and I could have also died.
It was in this moment that Hannah Kay knew she had to get out.
I was working at the time for Facebook and with Sheryl Sandberg, and I called and asked for some time off to recover as I began this process of divorce. So it gave me a chance to start a brand new life.
And with that, she did.
I said 11 days.
Sheryl Sandberg, who my boss, gave a commencement address to UC Berkeley, and it was live life like you have 11 days. And I knew in that moment that I wanted to move back to the East Coast and help victims of domestic violence.
So you just told her, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Yes. So she was very supportive.
After living in California for 2 years, Hannah Kay chose to move to Charlotte, North Carolina.
I packed up the entire house and donated to the local domestic violence shelter. I learned that blankets and linens were some of the most requested items in shelters.
And so she started Thread Talk.
I didn't know anything about blankets. I didn't know anything about selling, and I didn't know anything about business.
She partnered with DomesticShelters.org that funds the critical wish list items. Wherever the blankets are purchased or shipped, that's where the proceeds go back to.
What's your hope for the future with your company?
You know, it's all about raising awareness about domestic violence. Let those that are going through it know that they're not alone.
So if you want to learn more about Thread Talk, just head to our website, WCNC.com. And if you know someone or a group that should be nominated for Carolina Has Heart, please nominate them on our website or email me directly at sarah@WCNC.com.